welcome back to Transcon Lifts. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. And today we're going to get things started. We have legs. I started with hack squat today, as I normally just do back squat, but my knees have kind of given me issues the last couple weeks, so I just kind of want to rehab that a little bit and just hit hack squat. It's easier on the knees as it's more of a platformed area and it's just a straight up and down movement. You don't have to worry about gravity or anything like that. So the first set was a warm-up set, and I worked it to about 10 or 12, and then this is my first working set. It was a little light. I haven't done the hack squat machine in quite some time, so I didn't really know around what weight I would need. I was guessing around 3 plates, but with my knee bothering me, I didn't want to go too heavy to start. So I did go a little heavy on this, but therefore I did add an extra set in at the end just because I wanted to push myself hard, as I knew I wasn't back squatting. So this was really my main quad focused lift today. So I really needed to get to the max on this. So as I continue to do this hack squat, let's talk about a little bit of form idea for this lift. So as you can see, I go down, I control the weight on the way down. I'm not just going down. And once I get to the bottom, I get there and I pause for a second and then I push up. I'm not using the weight as an advantage to hop myself back up. I'm not slamming it on the bottom. I get down, I stop, I don't double bounce. I go and then I go back up. This allows my quads to stretch at the bottom and then push at the top. So this is my last set. Next time I do hack squat, I feel like I'm going to work up to 405, as I feel like I can. But for today, I just wanted to keep it kind of low in the weight column, just so I could get that knee. Like I said, I'm trying to rehab it back so I can get back to the back squats, because ultimately that's what I would rather do. As an athlete, that is better for me to do back squats. But if you're just lifting for a good physique and you want absolutely big quads, I would 100% recommend the hack squat, as it will help your quads much better. And as we move into this next lift here, this is not a lift I normally do either. So normally I do barbell front squat, but once again with the knee, I didn't want to overdo it. So this is another rehabbing thing. Our gym only goes up to 100-pound dumbbell, so I know how I've always preached to go to failure in my videos at less than 8 reps. Well, ultimately with only a 100-pound dumbbell, I couldn't get that done. So this was just a lift that kept the quads active, and it really did drive the pump. And I didn't really get to go to failure on it because I didn't want to get 25 reps, you know. So I got to 12. I was feeling the burn and getting the stretch I needed. So that was what the good part about this lift was. Once again, this is a great lift for building the quads up. I only did 2 working sets of this just because it wasn't the ultimate failure set like I wanted it to be. So I just did 2 sets. I think I did about 12 reps on each of them, and then I called it a day for that. And then we work into my first hamstring lift of the day, which my first set is a warm-up set, and I just did barbell RDLs. On these, you really want to feel the squeeze and the stretch in your hamstring. So the more stretch you can get in that hamstring, and then when you pull up, the more you're going to be getting out of the lift. This is all about the lengthening position of the hamstring, getting that stretch out in that hamstring. This will ultimately lead to the best hamstring growth possible. Now we took the pants off and we're doing a little pump check. Overall, I feel like I had a great pump today. as this was my first leg day in 2 weeks, because as you know, last week I took off because of the knee. Sometimes you have to do those things to help recover and help get back to that full strength that you need, because if you can't put full effort into your lift, it's not worth risking it, because you're not going to get the max results that you can. So you really want to make sure you're as close to 100% as possible so you can put as much into your lift as possible. Here we up the weight into our first working set. Once again, as I go down, I'm controlling the weight. It's not just a free fall. As you control it on the way down and then you explode on the way up. You can see the stretch there in my hamstring, as that is what you want. Also want to keep that back as straight as possible, as you don't want to put any stress on your spine in this lift. This lift is solely for the hamstrings. This is not like a deadlift. This is an RDL. So you're going to put the stretch on the hamstrings. Here is another new lift that I tried today. It is for the glutes. If you want to get a big butt, I recommend trying this out. So as you can see, I'm on the leg extension machine, and so this is something that you can do on that machine. It is hard to get in and out of the machine as I fit, but I really did feel the pressure on the glutes of this lift, and it wasn't really it stretches you out more as your back's faced up. If you want to make it more challenging, you can even lean forward, as that will stretch your hamstrings even more, because once again, the growth comes from the stretched position. It's not from the shortened position when you have the weight pulled. It's from when you stretch it out and then pull it back. And now we finishing up with the two sus machines. This is just to hit those smaller muscle groups that aren't in the bigger lifts. And these machines, I can't stress it enough, are very important in your leg day routine. Hit these machines. These will help with mobility. They help hitting those muscles that you can't hit in the bigger lifts. And overall, it just helps you feel better at the end of the day, because you know you've hit every muscle group possible in the legs. I do superset these machines just because they don't really hit the same muscle group. One's outer of the leg and the other one is the groin inside of the leg. So I do superset them. It's easier on time management, and I just do 2 sets normally on each machine. Go heavy. I don't fail below 8 on these. I do fail between 8 and 10. I haven't really decided why yet, but that's just how I like it. If I do go towards failure on these, so you don't want to just do lightweight on these. You do want to go towards failure. Then I finish up my day with a set of calf raises. Do not forget the calves, as they are a part of the leg. Forgetting the calves is like forgetting the bicep on arm day. Don't forget the calf. It's a part of your physique. You want your calf to look good. If you're an explosive athlete like me for track and field, the calf is very important, as a lot of explosiveness comes here. Finally, we're just going to do our final pump check of the day, and I hope you guys learned something from today's video. Legs is probably one of the best parts of my physiques, as I was built one with naturally big legs, but now that I lift, I've turned most of that into muscle. So I hope you learned something. Hope to see you back. Hit that like and subscribe. Thank you guys.